Crazy day, you guys. So we are recording. I'm super excited to have Macy on with us tonight, and just what we're talking about. Macy actually got to speak at conference about this topic, and so I'm just super excited to have her come on here with us and just share all her tips and tricks. Macy, I don't know if you need to like screen share or anything like that, but I'm gonna make you co-host just in case that you do. But yeah, so Macy, just I know we've been on Zooms before together, but just kind of tell us a little bit about yourself, about your story and all that kind of jazz, and we can just go right from there.
Yeah, I'm excited. What we're going to be talking about tonight is definitely like one of my favorite topics, and something I always like to introduce is you can talk to me like I'm a literal just like friend chatting on here. So if you have a question, ask in the chat. Because I think customer retention is like obviously what we're going to talk about. It's really important. And I did get the chance to have a coaching call with I think she might be on here. She might be. I'm gonna look for her, Kate. And so I was really excited to talk to her about customer retention too, but it's super important. But just to let you guys know, so our team, I joined this business like 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago. It will be 6 years in July. So it's been a long time, but it's been a really crazy journey in a really great way. I've found a lot about myself. I found a lot about other people. I've been able to just figure out my passion through it all. And so I hope that you hear my heart when you hear the tips that I have, because I've gone through good, I've gone through bad, I've gone through great, not so great seasons. I am claiming it that we will be top 150 this year, and Cheyenne, I'm claiming it over your team too. We will be top 150 this year, that everybody will know our names. And that was something huge. If you were able to watch the panel on conference, you guys, that was like absolutely incredible. That was something I had prayed for and hoped for years. I was like, that is on my dream board. And it was just pretty incredible to see that happen. So if you've been in this business for a while and you're like, man, I'm not going as fast as I want to. Well, it took me a freaking year to promote to executive. Okay, executive, nobody's fault but my own. Took me a year to go executive, and all I really joined was for gas money. And I was like, okay, this is cool. I was one of those people that was like, oh, I just want to be comfortable in life. I just want to pay bills. That's really all I want. And then I realized I was dreaming so small. And so a year passed and I was like, okay, why am I executive? Like, why can I not do more? And so it took me 6 months to go Ruby. 3 months after that, I went Diamond, stayed at Diamond for 2 years, on and off, maintaining, not maintaining. And in that time, it was a blessing. I'm not even going to lie, because I learned a lot of things and how to care for others and how to lead a team and things like that. And then let's see, it was a full year. After, no, 2 years after Diamond, I went double. And then a year after that, I went triple. And so we're working on presidential, where I'm just going to say we're close, even though we're not technically as close as I want to be, but we're getting there. So we plan to go presidential next month. That's kind of the goal. And since then, I've been able to become debt free. My fiance and I are building a house, paying for our wedding in cash this year, things like that, but also just the little things that I know I have to no longer have to worry about. Like there were times when I was in middle school, high school, all those things, and my mom couldn't afford meals. And so we literally only ate like one meal a day because she couldn't go to the grocery store because she couldn't afford groceries. So like I've been in the struggle, hated the struggle, knew what I didn't want. And so now working towards the life I do want for my future family. And it's been a blessing. And so I definitely want to encourage you that if you have any struggles or anything that you need to talk about or whatever, I'm here for you. And just know that it can happen. And I've just been able to do so many incredible things with this business. Even if it's just you're shooting for the stars, or maybe you're just wanting some gas money, you can do it. So that's kind of the backtrack. I try not to go into too much detail, but then I get scatterbrained and then I just get excited. So there you go.
No, I just love you so, so much. So you guys, I don't know if you guys know who this is, but Macy was enrolled by Morgan Martin, who's presidential, almost an ambassador. So I'm claiming that over Morgan too. But we actually met on this like mastermind thing. And I know she's been on a couple Zooms for us before, but just like hearing her speak just like literally just makes me so happy, you guys. I just love it so much. But one thing I did want to say, this totally has nothing to do with this Zoom, but if you guys, like, I promise you guys, reach out to people if you have questions, like people that are not on your team. Macy and we are not anywhere under the same team. We weren't even, I don't even think we have the same like highest ambassador upline because I don't think Susan's under Jade or anything, but we met because of this business. And you guys, like, literally, she's one of my best friends. I love her more than anything, but just reach out to different people. You guys are going to meet so many new friends in this. And this literally has nothing to do with the Zoom, but I'm just loving on Macy right now because I love her so much. But you guys, don't be afraid just to make new friends and stuff. Like, I had no idea she was even a person until like November. And now, like, I literally consider her one of my closest friends. So if you guys like want to make, or you guys can all make friends and everything, just start reaching out to people, asking questions and doing that. So totally off topic, but just wanted to say that because I know she's impacted my business so much, and I hope you guys take so much away from this tonight. I literally almost forgot what we're talking about, if that means anything. But I'm just super excited for her just to come and share her tips. She actually got to speak at conference this year about this topic. So obviously she has a lot of value to add. So just remember to get some paper out. I have it too, you guys. I'm going to be taking notes as well, but I'm super excited for this. So yeah, Macy, you can just take it away. And if I have any questions, I'll just unmute myself and interrupt you.
Yeah. Also, while we're thinking about this, Kate, I told you I was going to send you stuff and totally didn't and just remembered this. So just forgive me. I'll send stuff after. But anyways, so one thing I want to recommend or like talk about first is I know customer retention probably isn't the most exciting thing because you really want to learn how to grow your paycheck or how to create your mindset or do all of these things. And one thing I want you to know is like customer retention and taking care of your customers, just like taking care of your team members, is important. And it's a meat of your business, and it's something that can really help you excel forward. And that's something I've noticed in the past year, actually, couple of years. But I just have a question. And if you're new, just kind of disregard this. But how many of you have promoted and you were reaching so far for this goal and either you didn't hit it because you felt like all these customers dropped off and all of them canceled their orders, or you promoted, your volume got really high and then all of a sudden it dropped really, really low? And if you are that person, I hope that you get really vulnerable and say yes or drop a one, whatever it is, because I know that I personally had that happen. And we're in this business to maintain the kind of success that we want. We don't ever want to sit here and promote and work our butts off and then all of that go down the drain. And so that's kind of where my heart is coming at tonight, because I've been that person. I've been that person on the other side where I saw my volume get the highest it's ever been, had the highest paycheck, and then the next month I was like, what the freaking crap? Like, what is this? And it's because we had been pushing for a couple of months for that promotion. So when the fourth month rolled around for people's auto shipments, it was like nowhere to be found. And so I speak really heavily on this when I say like your customers, and obviously getting distributors, but your customers are one part of your business that should be and important to you. Maybe it's not the most exciting thing to do for you, or maybe it is. I actually like talking to my customers, but at one point I dreaded it. I literally was to the point where every single time at the 25th, I would like cringe at my phone because I didn't want people to message me because I was like, I don't want people to be pissed off or whatever. And so I had to find a system that works for me. So I do have like messages. I'll send them to Cheyenne and she can post them in here. But one thing that I want to like ask you personally is if you don't have a system set up to take care of your customers, go ahead and do that. And it doesn't take any time. And I'll kind of give y'all some simple steps of what I personally do to help customers. But number one is we'll start with like the enrollment process is when you're signing up customers, I really, really recommend that you spend time asking them their actual goals. And it can get a little bit more time consuming, and it can be, sometimes we're in that moment of we just need to enroll because we need to promote because we also need to get this fast start, whatever it might be. I get it. But also asking someone their personal goals. Like every single time I'm talking to someone about the weight loss, I'm always like, that's awesome. I recommend, here's the calorie burner that you talked to, that you commented on the host post for. Let's talk about this. And they're like, that sounds amazing. Let's get started. And I'm like, okay, great. Hold up. What are your diet and exercise regimen like? What are they like first? So I need to know, because if you're saying they're like crap and you eat like Taco Bell every day, well, I'm not going to sit here and say, let's just get you started with the ThermoFight X. I'm genuinely going to take that time and say, look, sister, you either need to change your diet or exercise regimen, or we need to add in another product. And that's personally what I first start with. So because I've been on that bad end where I've had nothing but people who signed up with 15 days supply of coffee or Thermophytex alone, and their diet and exercise was crap. And then they messaged me a month later or 3 months later and say it didn't work. But chances are it's either they weren't consistent or you just didn't take the time to let them know, hey, there needs to be some type of change. And so hopefully that can be a wake up call to you if you've just been putting them in the system, treat them like a person. They're spending their money on your product and they trust you. And for them to be long lasting, they need to see good results. So that's the number one thing that I have for you. And then number two, if you don't have a system, I'll share my system of what I do again. There's a bunch of different systems that you can look up for customer retention. But what I do is when someone signs up as a customer, they immediately go in your email. And if you, I can say this because I couldn't say this on the conference thing because it was like, it had to do with what I'm trying to say. I'm going so like mind boggled tonight. I woke up really early this morning, so I apologize. It was against like compliance saying it out loud. Like you can say it in here. But anyway, so when you sign up a distributor, someone doesn't work, so you're instantly signing up customers under them. Well, I have a sheet. It's actually right here. Anytime I like sign someone up as a distributor, they're on this piece of paper. So say I sign up a customer under their name, I'm going to go look them up the next month in the same system that I'm doing and just go see the customers that I put under them. But if you're getting started, you're getting your own customers, go look in your email. And every single time you sign up a customer, just type in loyal customer. I go 4 months back and I normally type in, loyal customer, all the loyal customers pop up. And I have a system from when I go from the 1st to the 16th, I look at my emails and I see anybody who signed up through the 1st to the 15th. And I'm going to message them and I'm literally just going to say as simple as, hey girl, how are you loving your products? That's so simple. And guess what? They're normally going to say, okay, yeah, I'm obsessed with these. I love this. Or they're going to be like, you know what? I haven't really seen great results yet. I'm going to talk them through what they should add on. And guess what? Even if they say no, you're recommending something to them and they feel like they are your customer. They feel like you value their time. They feel like you value their goals. And even if they say no, I promise you guys, it's going to make an impact. And so I do that every single month. I haven't done it to this month because I've literally been so slammed. So I had it in my planner to do it tomorrow because I want to make sure to take care of my customers while we're trying to promote, especially. That's such a simple system that you can go by. I do that. And then on the 15th, I'll check people's auto shipments who run from the 16th to the 25th. Do the exact same thing. And then every single time we have a promo, make sure that you are telling your customers about the promo. I try to make things as simple as possible, and that's what I'm doing. That is seriously what I'm doing. I don't like things that are complicated. I don't like large systems. I'm not green. I literally tested 7% green. So I need things that are so simple to the point where they will, number one, not turn me away. Number two, they won't cause me to be like, I'll do that later. And number three, they're just so simple that my brain won't go like crazy. That's what I do. And it has worked for me for the past like 2 to 3 years. And every single time, like Morgan always asks me to talk about this because I do feel like I'm pretty confident in this area and it's not something over the top. And I'll send you all the messages that I specifically send. And I'll go ahead and while we're talking about this, Cheyenne, I'll send it. And that way you can copy and paste it in here. This is what I shared on conference. And so you can send it.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to say too, for some reason, my computer is just like having a moment right now. I've literally been trying to paste something in this chat for like 10 minutes. But I actually did a live video in our team page about this, and my messages probably look nothing like Macy's, but I have all of this set up in the Connect app. So it like will automatically tell me when to message these people, like a week before their auto shipment or 2 weeks after they've received their products, like different things like that. I'm trying to get the link to at least figure out what the name is so I can share it in here. But there is a live video by me in our team page where I kind of go over how to do that. And I'm also trying to share my messages in this chat, but it's not working. So if that doesn't work out, I'll try to at least get the video and of course share it in the team chats and stuff. But I just wanted to say that too, because obviously y'all know me, I'm a green bean over here. So I went like super far into this, but there's multiple different ways that you guys can all accomplish the exact same goal. And that's what I love. Like you can do it Macy's way, you can do it my way, you can come up with your own little system. And that's what I love is that it's not like you have to do it like this sort of way, just kind of taking everyone's tips and figuring out the best way to work for you. I just wanted to say that too. So sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's so true. You have to find what works for you. And that's what I love about this business is it's so versatile. Like when I have distributors who come to me and they're like, this message for host to post is not working for me. I'm like, great, we have something else to try. And I've been doing coaching calls with a lot of people doing that who are like other people's distributors, and I give them my way and they're like, oh, this is working so much better. So it's funny how you say that. But okay, another tip that I have is, and it's something again, like everything I speak on tonight is going to be the most simplest thing that you're probably going to get off of here and be like, oh, that's all I have to do. Oh, I kid you not, this past year, just to show you my track record, this past year, because we've been so consistent on customer retention with all my distributors and stuff, we maintained almost the entire year. And I have never done that in my 6 years of being with It Works. I've never done that so easily and effortlessly. And so that's how it was last year. And it worked so well. And guess what? I'm really great at getting people to redo 90-day challenges. And so in the messages that I sent to Cheyenne, what I personally do is I message my customers after their 90-day challenge is up. I always obviously message them like saying, hey, your next order is going in for your fourth order. You actually get 20% off. I think it's like 20 or 25% off with the new loyalty program, and you get a free gift. Do you want to continue? I know you've been wanting the coffee, or you talked about the coffee. Did you want to add that on this month? Checking in with them to let them know that their fourth order is going to ship through instead of just letting it automatically ship is going to be super, super helpful for you. Hold on, let me open the door for my dog. He's whining. Let me get it.
Also, just wanted to say this because that was like perfect timing. But the scripts that I just shared in the chat are what I personally do. So in the live video that is in our team page, Shine Bright Like a Diamond, I literally walk you guys through exactly how to like plug these in to connect. If my phone will start working for me, I will be able to share that live video in the chat and try and do all these things. But technology is not being my friend right now. But I'm going to try and copy Macy's messages also in this chat. But if they don't get pasted here, they'll be in all of the team chats. That was just one thing I wanted to say too.
Yeah. And so that's kind of one thing I would recommend is don't be scared. I used to do this and I'm speaking at this from experience, and I get embarrassed thinking about it, but not really, because it teaches y'all what not to do. But I literally used to avoid messaging people and like checking my phone and wouldn't tell people about their fourth month because I just didn't want them to cancel because I needed their order to go through for my promotion or for me to maintain or whatever. And you don't want to live a life being scared. Like that's just not what you want. It doesn't serve you. It does not serve anybody else. It's not fun. So I've been on that really crappy side, and I know how it feels, and I no longer want to be on that side. And I haven't been on that side for a very long time. And let me just tell you, it feels great. So another thing that is super simple too, and I actually recommend you guys doing this because this is boom season and promotion season. Go and send, hold on. Okay. He's playing video games as always. So I personally did this. It was in December, but I think it was like December 28th. Like it was about to be the beginning of the new year. And I just went and sent a gratitude message to all my customers. And it wasn't anything about ordering. It wasn't anything about a new product. It was more of just like hey, I just want to let you know, I am very thankful for you choosing me to be your rep. I know that you could have picked anybody else, and I just appreciate it. And I'm so thankful that you're my customer, and I'm so excited to continue to help you with your goals. And I just wanted to let you know that it means so much to me. And the amount of amazing, nice messages that I got back from that was so helpful. Number one, it made me feel good. It made me feel confident. And I was like, okay, I am doing something right. And then also it just makes you feel good about the work that you're doing. Because sometimes you feel like you're putting a lot in and you're not necessarily getting stuff back in return because you are in some way you're in customer service. And so, customer service get a lot of crap on the other end. So sometimes you feel that way, and it just felt really good to do that. So if you haven't done that and you have like a lot of customers, I really recommend you doing that. You'll actually be really proud of the messages that you get back. And maybe you're someone that's like, oh, I haven't really taken care of my customers, so I really don't want to do that. I had a girl do that on my team and say that. And I was like, okay, so I want you to do it anyways. And then now that you just admitted to yourself that you're scared to do that, change your pattern and change your ways. And I promise you, you're going to see your business flow a lot easier. You're going to get excited. You're going to just feel all around better about what you're promoting and stuff like that. So I really recommend that. And then another thing that I do, this is actually just to bring in more customers, but I always ask my customers to do a host to post for me. I don't know if y'all actually ever do that, but it's a really great way to do it because they've tried the product. And I always just message them, and they 9 times out of 10 will do it because they're my customer and they're trying the products. Like, why wouldn't they? And so if you haven't been doing that and you feel like obviously you're trying to promote, get orders in and stuff, do that. I promise you it could help a lot, because then I always message them and I'm like, and if you don't mind adding in a personal testimony in the comments saying how much you love this product. And they normally do. They're like, y'all, I'm trying this out too. And I truly do love this. I can back this product and say that I do love it. And so that's what's really helped me. And then let me check this because I have this my notes and then I had to close it while doing something. And if y'all have any questions, please feel free. I actually think I just saw one, or maybe would you send a gratitude message to your old customers that have fallen off? I've been in this business for a very long time. And so there's a certain time where I don't go back just because people's messages change, all of those things. Normally I go like a year back. But I do follow a lot of my old customers who were my customers a long time ago, and I'll still interact with them. I'll message them and stuff like that. And that was kind of another thing I was going to say is hopefully you follow your customers on social media, interact with them and start being their friend. Like, you might not be someone who has to have that connection. I'm super yellow, so I like that connection. You don't have to be that way, but seriously, just interacting with them on social media whenever you can and passing by, it's going to be super easy for you to do, and it's just going to help them feel that connection. And then also it boosts your algorithm. So when you post about the new product, they see you posting about that new product and they're like, hey girl, let me try that. I literally do it all the time, and I have all my customers saying I want to try this. I just placed an order yesterday for a current customer who wanted to try her products. And so whenever there's like a new product out, which I'm sure Cheyenne has taught y'all about this, but I do not freaking care if I've messaged them 6 times and they have never replied. I message them every single time with the new product. And I'm always asking at the end, do you want to get an order in while I'm placing my own? I'm seriously so excited to try this. So they know that you're being a product of the product. It's like, it's so simple to the point where it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully this helps. Like, if y'all have questions, I'm going to continue to check these chats and stuff, but it's seriously the most simplest thing. But I wanted to come with y'all at a different angle, just like sharing with you guys my bad experiences so you don't experience that, because customers are awesome. And also, if they do love the product so much, ask them to be a distributor. I just had a girl sign up as a distributor 2 days ago. She's freaking amazing. She's going to be so good. And she loved the products. And chances are, and I've been that person who had a customer, I didn't take care of them, and then they joined with someone else as a distributor. I've had that happen. I've literally had all the bad things happen. I've had them call customer service on me. I've had to pay the $50 fee. I've had to sit here and apologize to my customers, refunding them for their orders, all the bad things that you can think of. And thankfully it hasn't happened in a couple of years, because I obviously take this seriously now. Don't be that person, and just try to avoid that at all costs. Let's see. I always get the best customers from when my current loyal customers do this. Yeah, those are some loyal people right there, is when they're like, oh, I see that she's trying it.
Oh, I had something I wanted to say. Sorry, I forgot about it, and then it just came back to me. But if you guys have an iPhone, whenever you guys are sending out these like mass messages to customers, however you guys choose to do it, turn off your iMessage and do not turn it back on for like an hour after you've sent all of the messages. Like, I know whenever, I almost said sleepy tea. What's the new tea we have? The skinny tea. Whenever that came out, I went and messaged all of my customers about it with basically the same message that Macy was talking about. Just like, this came out, I just got my order in. Do you want to try some? Like, something like that. And I sent over 400 messages from my Connect app, and I was blocked from sending iMessages for almost a week, you guys. Do not make that mistake. I think I talk about that in that live video that I shared too, but just like a random little tip. But yeah, sorry. I just wanted to say that, but you're good, Macy. Sorry.
No, you're good. Actually, I know this is like super short and it didn't go as long. Those were all the actual tips that I have that I do for customer retention. Um, but I can kind of preach and speak on just like what to expect this year, because when you take care of your customers, like I genuinely have never seen such an increase in such an amazing abundance in my business until I started taking care of, number one, my distributors on my team and really just leading them to where they need to go and caring for their promotions and things like that. Teaching them customer retention is huge. So maybe you are training a new distributor. Something that you maybe need to implement is say, hey, make sure you're checking in with your customers in your training package, which actually I need to do that. I normally say it outside of the training, like when we're just talking, but I need to add that in my actual training itself because it is so important. Because we can enroll distributors all day long. Like that's an incredible thing too. We all know that obviously distributors is a huge part of our business. It's more of our paycheck than anything, but customers are a great thing too. And it makes you feel good when you can take care of your customer. They come back to you and say thank you, or they come back to you and say great things about the products. And something that I've really been doing, and Cheyenne can actually mention this, but a couple of months ago, I had like a really bad streak of customers, and it wasn't anything that I was doing. I think it was actually from like a really bad host post. Like I really don't know what it was. It was like 10 people, all were so mean and rude and whatever. Whenever you have someone being so rude to you, or someone blaming you, or someone just blaming you for no reason at all, like some people are just crazy. I can tell you this from experience, and Cheyenne can too. Don't ever come back with them with an attitude or meanness or harsh words or anything like that, because I promise you, it will only bite them in the butt if they are so mean to you and you don't say anything back. I can talk about that another time, but when you do have experiences like that, number one, check yourself and just ask yourself, is there anything that I could have done differently? And number two, if there isn't, and like say they're like, you didn't explain the 90-day challenge to me, just let it go and be the bigger person in that scenario. And I promise you, this is crazy to think, when I'm nice in a situation like that, these people come back to me and sign up with the new 90-day challenge. I'm a little hesitant at first because I'm like, I don't want you being crazy again. I literally have someone that just did it last month. She re-signed up for a 90-day challenge. And she was someone that was like, I didn't really get results. And she was rude to me. And then she came back and she's like, I see you posted about this. Like, what is it? And I kept her updated. Even though she was rude, I kept her updated with products and like things that we were coming out with and stuff like that. So yeah, kill her with kindness. And Cheyenne, yes, you can say something.
Sorry, I wanted to say this, but I do want to interrupt you because what you're saying is so good. But when you were talking about that, I started laughing because you guys, if y'all would have known me in 2018, it was a rough time, okay? I was just mad at the world. And Danny
You sound like me.
I could see Danny smiling because she knows, because I'm pretty sure it was like her and Jennifer were the only girls here, and like maybe Mariah, but there was a couple of them. But you guys, I just kind of like Macy had, I just had a streak of some mean people, okay? Just some mean people. It's going to happen, and I would never ever wish that on your business at all, but you literally just have to kill them with kindness. I think I said that. Oh no, it was Anna. Okay, yeah. Anna, yes. Literally just kill them with kindness, because you guys, this customer I laugh because I'm so embarrassed. This customer was like being some type of way to me, okay? And I was not having a good day. It was not in a good mindset. And this customer heard it. She heard it all. And I literally got a phone call from compliance, our regulators over at Works, that basically said, if you do this again, you will no longer be a distributor for this company. And I was just like, ooh, okay. So like it was, like a huge slap in the face, but you guys, you just have to kill them with kindness. And I say that and I laugh because I know it can be hard. I know, trust me on that, okay? But if you literally just say, like, just literally be nice to them. When I still have people randomly that are just so snarky and you just want to like you know, like you just want to like jab right back at him. But I promise you guys, if you take the higher route of that, you are not like nothing will ever happen to you. And it's just gonna make it like I don't want to say flip back on them, but I hope you guys know what I'm saying with that. But just be nice to them if they're literally just being to the point where I've had customers make me cry, you guys. And I don't say that to like scare you or anything. Some people are just mean, you know? I mean, some people are literally just mean. If that ever happens to you, give them the phone number to customer service if y'all need it. I really hope my text replacement works. That is the phone number to customer service. I have literally said, this is the phone number to customer service. If you need anything else, go to them. And I literally blocked them. I was like, I am not dealing with this anymore. Like, this does not serve me. No, thank you. And so obviously that only goes with like certain type of scenarios, you know, but I did just want to say that because I have had that experience before where people are, you know, some people are just mean, you guys, you know, it sucks, but whatever. So if you guys are ever getting a rude customer like that, send them the phone number to customer service. I literally have it saved in my text replacement and I just tell them to have a good day. Kill them with kindness. I think someone said that in the chat. And again, I literally just forgot that again for the second time. It's totally fine. But literally just kill them with kindness and just kind of move on from it. And it's hard. And I say it's hard. It's not going to be hard for some of you guys, but for y'all that are like a little bit red and y'all just want to like take a jab right back at them, please don't. Take the higher route and just send them the phone number to customer service and just be done with it. But my face is getting red because I'm getting embarrassed talking about that, but it's fine. Just wanted to give you guys a personal experience, but Macy, you can go ahead. Sorry, friend.
No, you're good. I never want to speak that over someone, but sometimes you do have those instances. Like it just happens. I was in the service industry, like server slash bartender for 8 years, and the craziness I saw. So yeah, I'm not surprised when someone comes at me crazy, but also like I've just found that killing them with kindness. And it's just so funny seeing the customers that come back to me who are mean to me for no reason. And again, I just reset them up for 90-day challenges. It happens all the time. So it's funny how that happens. But one thing that I really think that y'all should do, if y'all have bad experiences, like y'all definitely can do this. If you haven't experienced a lot of bad experiences, that's a blessing and that's awesome. Like I'm not saying you have to, because you definitely don't. But what I've been doing that has helped me so much too is just saying affirmations. Like my team knows how obsessed I am with affirmations. I can never explain to you the amount of gratefulness that has come from gratitudes too, but affirmations. But saying affirmations over your team and just saying affirmations over your customers. I had a really bad experience last year in the summer with someone being so mean to me. She was literally just crazy. I'm sorry to say it, but she was really, really mean and crazy. And she was like literally voice messaging me and just being so mean and so angry. And I was already having a bad day. And a girl that I was talking to that was in the business, she was just like, do yourself a favor and go write out the most perfect customer that you can have. Like go write out her name her, name her or him, doesn't matter, and name the qualities of that customer that you want. And so I literally wrote out, and her name was Susan. And I was just like, Susan literally is so excited. She's so grateful. She's receiving so much weight loss. It's incredible. She loves her product. She's so grateful for me. She keeps adding things onto our auto shipment. She's so nice. She's bringing me customers because of her results, blah, 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 blah. Y'all, I am not even kidding. Within an hour later, when I did that, a customer with those exact criteria came to me. And then she was like, by the way, I'm sending like 3 people to you. I was like, okay. So say affirmations over that and just know that like seriously valuing your customers and treating them like they're people and they're humans will get you so much further. And then when you do that, I really challenge you guys to go send that gratitude message today and check in with them, check in with their auto shipments, check in with their credit card declines. If you have not been doing credit card declines, I do check in a lot with my credit card declines when they do. And it's not always that they're avoiding you. They sometimes really do get a new card and stuff. And they're really grateful when you check in with them because it sees that you care. It's not like they're just like another number in the system. And I could talk all day about just like how important it is. But I think at this point, you probably know, like I said, this isn't the most exciting topic to talk about. It's more of like it's a thing that you have to do in order to be successful. And this is what brought me from literally being a struggling diamond. I stayed at diamond for 2 years and it wasn't even staying there. Like 1 year I maintained ruby basically the whole year. The next year I got back up to diamond and lost it like 12 more times. And I say that, and I think a huge part of it was, number one, is because like I'm super spiritual, so I'm going to come at it in a spiritual sense, but you don't have to. It's totally fine. You can say universe, whatever, but like it was just showing me how immature I was in the sense of God supplying me with customers and me not taking care of them. So like, this is your business. Like, why would he give you more for your business if you're not even going to take care of the things that you have now? And that was kind of something that I had a huge perspective on, because I got hit in the face so many times with mean customers, and it was all my fault. It wasn't anybody's fault. So make sure you're sending your reminder messages, and don't automatically assume that they're not going to like the product, and don't automatically assume that they're going to avoid you. Don't automatically assume that they're going to sit here and turn off their auto shipments after you message them after their order is up. I had a girl text me yesterday and she was like, you didn't tell me this was an a auto shipment. And I screenshotted her the message, and I came back with her at a very nice message. And I said, hey girl, like we had just spoken about this. It was the 90-day challenge like we spoke about. I was just about to check in with you. How are you loving that coffee? I'm so excited for you. And she was like, oh my gosh, girl, I'm obsessed with it. It's just funny, like the attitude changes when you're just like treating them like a freaking person. And so I voice messaged her and I was like, that is so amazing. Have you been able to try the gummies? I've tried them. They're great. And so also teaching from your experience, if you're not a product of the product, go ahead and get you some products, try them out, and then tell your experience. I got my weight loss products. I finally started my weight loss in November, and November, December, and then January was like my full 90-day challenge. I didn't care if my customers were not replying to me. I messaged all of them, and this took some time, so it is time consuming sometimes. I messaged them a picture of my before and afters, and I said, girl, how are you loving your products? Look at my results. These are incredible. I love them so much. And it got them really hyped. So like whenever you feel like maybe you're running into a bad batch of customers, or you feel like your customers keep telling you that they're not losing weight, go get results of your own so you can be like, bro, look at this. These do work. Let me help you. And so that was a huge thing. But the biggest takeaway for sure, and I told Kate that I would send her this message, so I'll definitely send it to all of you guys, or I'll send it to Cheyenne. But how I talk to people in a conversation is huge, and just asking them their health and wellness goals. Because again, don't try to sell them on one product just because you're trying to sign a customer. Sometimes you have to do that. I have people that refuse. They're like, I don't want to do 2 products. I just want to see how this one works. And I'm like, okay. But guess what? They're going to get a message from me in 2 weeks saying, hey girl, I think you should add this product on because it's going to enhance your results. Always do. And they always do. So hopefully that helps. I haven't checked this chat. I cut you off on accident.
No, you're good. I did have a question though. So, oh my Lanta, how do I like word this? How do you like go through your card declines? Because I do, just in case, I don't even know if I've told you guys that I do this. On the 25th, I email every credit card decline that we had, and I just let them know that their order was declined and for it to rerun. But do you have like a different system or something that you do? Just because like it's one of those things like I don't know if it helps, and I'm just being vulnerable to all of you guys. I have questions too, but like I don't know if it actually helps. Like what is your system for checking back with credit card declines?
Yeah, I actually have a message that works really freaking well. And I don't necessarily have a system for how much I check in with them. Like I just check it after the 25th and then go through, and then I'll maybe message them again and just be like, hey girl, just let me know so I can get your order in. But my initial message, and this can always give you BB at the end as well. And like I said, I have a lot of people that will be like, oh my gosh, I got a new card. Thank you so much for reminding me. So don't automatically assume the worst. I promise you it's 9 times out of 10, not the worst. It's just that they got a new card and they meant to update it. Because they signed up with you as a customer in the first place. So they want these products. They don't want their credit card to decline. But what my message looks like, and I can type it up. I don't necessarily have one right now because the perk system changed, but I'd normally say, hey girl, this is Macy, or if it's to someone else's distributor, whatever. But I'm always like, hey, I just wanted to check in with you. I'm so excited. Your second order is about to be on the way. It actually just declined in the system. And I didn't know if maybe you got a new card or if it was just a glitch in the system, but I would absolutely love to help you because I know we were working on your results. And also it was when we had the perk system. So I would include, and you're almost you're like one order away from your free shopping spree. Did you want to go ahead and fix it? Like, let me know so I can help you fix it and I can ship it out today. As simple as that. And that would always work really well for me. Now that the perk system isn't in place, I sent one to my credit card declines this month, which actually did not have a lot, really great. But it said something along the lines of that. And it said, and also you're 2 orders away from earning your extra 25% off and your free gift with the golden system, like that. And so you just have to like sit here and use it, utilize it. And I promise you, when you use that message and you offer them what they can get back in return, that's what's going to excite them. Not like, hey girl, your credit card declined, let me fix your order real quick. No, come at it in a way of like, sis, we are doing this for your goals, and remind them that you're working with them on their goals. I just had someone the other day, and this is kind of off topic, but she had messaged me and she was like, I'm not really happy with my results. And she's like, I'm not happy with the weight loss. And I always ask them the questions. I'm like, okay, first, how much water are you drinking? Did you take before and after pictures in the mirror? That's the number one question, you guys. If your people have not been taking before and afters in the mirror and they've only been taking them on the scale, they're cheating themselves so much because the scale doesn't always matter. You can talk to a dietitian, you can talk to someone who is in the health field. The scale doesn't always matter. I just told this girl this the other day when she was like, I'm just not happy. And I sent her a voice message and I said, girl, I totally understand, but you've only given it a month. And this is why we do the 90-day challenge, and reiterating to people the 90-day challenge. That's why it's so important. We don't offer a 1-month system because that's just not effective. And I always refer back to saying it's just like going to the gym for a month. You're not going to see the best results that you want. And we're a lifestyle change type of business. So we help you improve your lifestyle. And so when you come at it like that, people are always more willing to help fix the problem. They're always more willing to listen to what you have to say. And the girl who was like, I'm not, I don't love my weight loss results. I was like, did you take before and after pictures in the mirror? And she was like, no. And I was like, do yourself a favor, stop cheating yourself. I was like, I don't own a scale. I don't look at the scale. I do before and after pictures comparison. And I said, I bet you when you do it a month apart, you're going to see a difference in your bloating, your inches, or whatever. She was like, thank you so much for this. That's literally all you have to do. Treat them like they are literally trying to reach their goals. Help them reach their goals by reiterating what the 90-day challenge is, the perks of it, and it's going to go a lot smoother. And I promise you, your retention rate is going to go from 0 to 100 real quick. So like when you're reaching for a goal, your volume isn't going to go like this. Last month we increased 10,000 in volume, and the month before, which I've never seen an increase in December, we increased our volume by 5,000. I've never seen that happen before in December, and it happened. And I know 100% it's because we're taking care of our customers. So that was something that was freaking huge for us, and we're breaking barriers. And I could talk about customer retention all the time because it truly, truly is so important. It might not be the most exciting thing, but it is exciting when you get customers that continue to tell you how amazing their results are, and then they sign up as distributors. So
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
like
No, I love that. And if it's not too much to ask, could you definitely send me what you send to them? Because I personally had that question for you. I don't know why it took me this long to ask it to you, but like I know for myself, like whenever I message credit card declines, you guys, it's like nerve-wracking because I'm just like, oh my God, hey, your card declined. But now that like hearing Macy say that, I like that's my mindset, just like switch it and like her like, oh, thank you for that because I needed to hear that too. But so yes, if it's not too much to ask, I would definitely like to see your credit card decline message because I feel like mine is so green. I mean, hello, you look at your leader here, but I feel like mine just is so much. And I mean, like, obviously, we want these people to see results. Like, we're not just trying to sign up customers to get a shopping spree, you know? You want them to see like real results. But if you can, I would love to take that message from you because I definitely need that for myself.
Yeah, it
Um,
really helps a lot for sure.
yeah, and then Kate also had a question in the chat. She asked, how often do you check in with customers from the time they sign up? Is it 2 weeks? See how they like it before their auto shipment? And I'm definitely going to let Macy answer this as well because obviously she's the queen at this. But with the little thing that I see you guys up top, I check in with them 7 days after their first order, 15 days after their order, 7 days before their auto shipment, 15 days after their second auto shipment, 7 days before their third order, and then 5 days after. Now that was a lot, but in the live video that I also commented the link to, I explain you guys how to set that up within Connect. And I can definitely say that after doing that and checking in with these people consistently, it's really been helping. Like my relationship with these customers is like growing, which I think is crazy. Like I don't know if that makes sense, but like I will wake up to people saying like I am freaking obsessed with this coffee and stuff like that. And they're so excited, you guys. And like that's a good thing. Like you want that, you don't want them to hate it, you know? So I think just like I don't mean this in like a mean way. I'm more or less talking to my old self, but treat them like real people. If they're not happy, just talk to them. Maybe it's the product they're using. Maybe they just, I don't know, maybe they're not even using it right, you know? So that was just something I wanted to add to. But if you could, if it's not too much to ask me, see, I would definitely like to see what your credit card decline message looks like. Cause like I said, mine's like hella green and it's a
Yeah.
lot.
No, I'll definitely send that. I've sent it to my team and it's really helped them get credit card declines in, like especially going for promotions, like any little volume will help. But no, I like Cheyenne's system works for her, like totally, but that's just again like it goes over my head and I'm trying to be more green. That is a goal of mine this year is to at least get to like 30% green. Like I really want to be organized and stuff. But for the time being, I only check in with them like once a month and we'll have conversations here and there and stuff, but I just do the 1 to 15 day the email thing that I just said. And within that, I'll always message them the first initial message just saying, "Hey, how are you loving your products?" They message me back. They're like, "Great, loving them." Or maybe sometimes they're like, "You know what? I haven't really seen that great of results yet." I'm gonna be like, "Okay, well, your auto shipment is running in just a few days or just a few weeks." I don't necessarily, I mean, I can say the direct date, but I'm just like, "Hey, it's running in like a week or 2 weeks or whatever. Did you want to edit it or did you want to add this in because I've been using this product and here are my results?" Or I just got results back from this customer, Caitlin, over here. She just sent me hers. Did you want to add this in order to improve your results? And 9 times out of 10, they're like, "Yeah, I want to try that." I do get no's, of course, but guess what? I'm still going to mention it the next time it rolls around. And I'm just going to mention a new product, a different product. But no, I just stick with the system, the 1 to 15 day on the email, and then auto shipments that run from the 16th to the 25th. Then I just tell them the same generic message. So it's not like every time someone's auto shipment runs from the 8th, I'm going to text them the 1st. Every time someone's auto shipment runs the 15th, I'm going to check in the 7th. I don't do all that because it just, again, goes over my head and it makes me not excited about it. Whereas I have a system that works for me and it works really well. I'm guilty, have not done that this month. So I have it on my planner to do tomorrow and I'm excited, but I have checked in with some people who I know auto shipments were going to run just to make sure that, hey, your auto shipment's going to run like tomorrow. Do you want to change it? Do you want to edit it? But yes, that. And then the one thing I was going to add, it was something
Think about it, I'm gonna pop in real quick too, just to say this because the reason, because I love my little message thing that I have, but it is super green. So like I don't want you guys to freak out by that or anything. The reason why I did it like that is because in the Connect app, if you guys haven't noticed, there are follow-ups there for you to follow up with your customers. When I was looking at those, they were just so it looked like a computer, which I mean, like it is, it's from the Connect app, but I hope you guys know what I mean. It just didn't seem like real and authentic. So I just kind of changed them to kind of like fit the conversation that I wanted to have with my customers, if that makes sense. But it definitely has helped a lot because, like, not only on top of that, you grow relationships with these people. Like, there's a lot of my customers that are still ordering now. And I looked back, and whenever I commented the live, that was from 7 months ago. And I still have some of these people ordering. And it's not just because I'm begging them to place an order. They genuinely love the products. And there was definitely something else I wanted to say on top of that, but my brain is like fried right now. Um, but I mean, like, just be like a real person with them, you guys. Like, I know that kind of sounds like, okay, yeah, I get it. But like, I promise you, it's going to make the world of a difference if you do just treat them like a real person. And again, I'm more or less talking to my old self because I know that's what I needed to do. But, did any of you guys have any other questions? I know Macy was going to say one last thing, but feel free to unmute yourself and say something. I believe all of you guys should be able to do that. Or just type your question in the chat so we can definitely get it from her, because Macy is the queen of customer retention. And that's why I really, really wanted her on this, because obviously our team's going presidential next month and we need it. So
Yeah, do that. And I promise you it'll help your retention, especially these next couple of months. It will make a huge difference and you get excited. And we all want excitement and passion behind what we're doing. We don't just want to be going through the motions. And so it makes it a lot easier. And that way you don't cringe every time you look at your phone and you're like, oh, I don't want to see what Pamela has to say today, you know? And this was one thing that I was going to mention. If you do have someone that doesn't love their products, because people are different. I've worked in the service industry for 8 years. There were so many people that were like, I don't like this food. I don't like what I'm eating. I don't like the taste of it. Guess what? That's why we have so many different products. Just offer them something else and don't automatically cringe and be like, oh my gosh, okay, do you want to cancel your account? And don't automatically assume that. Just switch them over to something else. If they've tried all the weight loss in America, guess what? We still have skincare, you know, and we have revamped products. And this is something too, if they've tried something in the past, like our old thermophyte, we got new ingredients. If they've tried the old wraps, and I'm just messaging someone right now, so that's why it reminded me of that. They're like, yeah, I tried the wraps and it's been like 14 years. And I'm like, okay, baby girl, number one, the wraps are very detailed, like in how you need to use them. And number two, we just revamped them. So let's get you some more wraps. So don't be afraid. Utilize all the products, recommend something else. Don't immediately scroll. They need to know that you're confident in what you're doing, and your confidence appears across like what you're trying to get to them. They're going to trust you and be like, she knows what she's talking about. She's obviously passionate about these products, so I'm going to trust her. Whereas like when you instantly are just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Don't apologize either. Do not apologize. That's in the business of the book of business. Like, don't apologize if it's not your fault. Just be like, girl, hey, you know, that sucks to hear. Let's switch you to something else. That was kind of a tip that I heard like a long time ago, and it's kind of stuck with me ever since, because it's not your fault, you know. So hopefully that helps. And if y'all have any questions, definitely feel free to ask me. I will send Cheyenne, while you're waiting on, if there's any questions, I'll send this decline message to you.
yeah, for sure. And you guys, like, I know unmuting yourself on Zoom sounds like super nerve-wracking, but I promise you guys, we're not going to bite your head off. If you guys have questions, I really do want you guys to unmute yourselves, because I know for me, and maybe that's just the way that my brain works because I'm super, super green, but like sometimes it's just easier to like speak your question. But definitely don't be afraid to ask. Or if you guys want to text myself or text your upline or whatever, I can definitely message her after this as well. But I really think like another thing I wanted to add on was, whenever you guys are talking to your customers, don't, like, I hope you guys understand what I say when I say this, but like, don't act scared. Like, don't be like, oh my God, like I'm checking in with her about her coffee, she's gonna hate it. Don't speak like that, you know, like talk to yourself, like affirmate yourself, I guess. I don't know. Say affirmations to yourself about how much they're loving these products, and that's the kind of results you're going to get. And then on top of that, those are the kind of customers you're going to enroll. I write affirmations down about my customers every single day, because I don't want mean people in my inbox. I really hope none of y'all do either, you know? So I write those like positive affirmations about those customers. So those are the type of people I'm getting into my business, just like the same with distributors. So that was like one thing I wanted to say too. But if any of you guys have any questions, again, definitely don't be afraid to unmute yourselves. We're not going to bite you, or you guys can type it in the chat. I just wanted to give you guys that little bit of free space to be able to do that too.
Cheyenne, I just texted it to you, and you can change it up.
however you need, but that's kind of what I send. Um, let's see. Yeah. Yep, just send it to you. Um, yeah, I appreciate you guys asking me to do this. I always love talking about this topic because the business itself is like our baby. Like we obviously want to treat this business like it's our job because it is. And so you want people to be long lasting in this business. Like you want your customers to love the products and come back over and over again, because if you're hurting yourself, if like you're not taking care of them, because guess what? They might not ever try the products again because they had a bad experience with you. And in reality, it wasn't the products. It was just maybe their rep that didn't take care of them. I remember when I had a girl sign up as a customer, and I think it was like she signed up right in time for where my promotion, like right where I needed it. And it's funny how things happen like that. But she was just like, I'm thankful that you reached out to me. And I'm thankful that you keep checking in with me. My old rep never did. And I was just honestly nervous to even sign up again. Like she ghosted me. Like she signed me up and never messaged me again. And don't be that person. So hopefully this helps you.
Yes, for sure. And then one thing, I am gonna go a little bit green on you guys. So just with like a little easy number real quick. Ooh, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I want you guys just to like in like a numbers aspect, say that you enroll like 1,000 BV a month. Okay, that's like with customer orders and everything. And the reason why I want to talk to you guys about this is because if customers are ordering after their 90-day challenge, that volume is obviously going to like carry on. So let's just say you enroll 1,000 BV a month. Now that I'm talking about this, I don't know if I know how to do this math correctly, but that's like 1,000 new BV. Amanda's laughing at me. I'm sorry. I was really excited to say this, and now I'm like, I really don't think my math is right here, but I hope you guys get what I'm saying. If you enroll 1,000 BV a month, and that BV carries over every single month, in December, you're gonna have, is that 12,000? I think. I don't know. I'm really not good at math, but I hope you guys see what I'm saying. Because if you have a customer that signed up last month in January, and they still order through December, and you get those same, like every new customers every single month, like a new 1,000 BV. I hope that makes sense, but like your promotions are going to come so much faster. And I think that's in a nutshell what I'm trying to say. I literally had my calculator out to do math, but I don't even know how to begin to do that. But I hope that makes sense. So yeah, but if any of you guys have any questions, or if you think of some later, definitely just text me, and I can text Macy too. But all of her messages were sent in the chat, and I am going to send all of these in the 28-day push chat and everything. But Macy, did you have any last minute things that you wanted to add?
Nope.
I just totally put you on the spot. I'm sorry.
No, not just that I am extremely confident once you start doing this. I want to hear the success that you're having, because I just like, there's no doubt in my mind that this will help you. So just go out and do it. And then I want to hear your success stories, whether you tell Cheyenne, whether you message me. I just love hearing the success that other people have. Like I thrive off of other people's success. And so I just want to see y'all do this. And I promise you it'll make a huge difference.
Yeah, for sure. That this doing, like implementing my own way of what Macy's doing, because like she said, or like we were talking about, there's so many different ways you can do this. It's just been like so good, and like you really truly build like deeper connections with your customers. They're not just like people, and like I know you guys all know that, but they actually do like become like close friends and stuff. So I really hope that this helped you guys. All of these messages were shared in this chat, but I am going to put them in the boom chat and the 28-day push chat. But thank you so much for doing this with us tonight, Macy. I didn't think this was going to be an hour, but I'm excited. But I'm going to go ahead and stop.